All right. So let's try that again. Episode 2. I think today we're going to focus more on One Piece because that's the only thing that came out with like new chapters, and I finally caught up. So I'm officially consumed all the One Piece translated media
So far.
so far.
And I've been caught up, so
So we got a lot of talk about. I between last time and this time, I actually I was at chapter 1014 and now I've caught up. So I've gotten about what 30 chapters done.
yeah.
So I've experienced a lot. Hey.
Yeah, I've read one chapter because that's all that's come out since last time. But
that one chapter
was,
though.
it
All right.
came out today, but it was a good chapter.
Let's go ahead and talk about today's chapter, and then after we get past that, then we can move on to kind of like talk about more in depth about how what I've caught up on.
Okay. Well, let's see. It starts off with Luffy getting ready to fire the
big fist of doom,
the spirit bomb, or should I say it, the Barang gun? I think that's how it's pronounced.
What did he call it?
It's Bagrang gun. I'm assuming that's like Barang or something like that. I know it's like a Japanese god, monkey god, or something like that.
Okay, hey, that makes sense. Yeah, this fist is traveling so slow. The last 2 chapters so slow, but
yeah,
it's gonna hit hard. Look at that thing. It's like twice as big as Kaido, 4 times as big as Kaido. So it opens up with that.
Okay, yeah, it's a monkey. It's a Hindu monkey god.
Okay.
Or
the more you
sort
know.
of his name. I'm trying to find a pronunciation for it.
I got you. So that it opens up there. I gotta say though, the design for Gear 5 is pretty cool. Like, I know some people might have like a little bit of a like ugh kind of reaction when they first see it, but I don't know. I think it looks really good.
Well, I mean, Gear 4 looks stupid anyway, so it's par for the course. I mean, like Gear 4 looks awesome. Like, it grew on me, and now I think it looks awesome. But let's face it, that originally showed up to fight Doflamingo, it was kind of stupid looking.
Bounce Man.
Yeah, Snake. I think Snake Man looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, Snake Man looks good.
Yeah,
but Bounce Man looks kind of ridiculous.
What about Tank Man?
Tank Man looks. I thought Tank Man looked stupid from the moment it first showed up to the moment it left screen.
And it only existed once, so that's probably the reason why.
Like, oh no, Oda. That's not. Oda would definitely continue to use Tank Man. Like, if he could come up with a reason for Oda to use Tank Man, he would.
Yeah, but Bounce Man kind of just does the same thing.
Well, yeah, okay. So So Bounce Man is all about power.
Yeah.
Tank Man's defense and
Snake Man.
Speed.
Okay. And then I guess
Gear 5 straight up just
everything.
Look, I'm going to hit you with everything and the kitchen sink.
Gear 5 is crazy, bro. He just like, I love the Looney Tunes aspect of it.
Oh, it's so awesome. Although I will give credit to Kaido on this. Kaido has literally taken everything plus the kitchen sink, then had to fight Gear 5, and he's still like, okay. So I'm fighting a Looney Tunes character, but by gosh, as long as I keep standing, I'll win.
Yeah. And we get a little bit of like what happened after Odin dies in this chapter as well.
Yeah, like we get to see everyone's or I guess not everyone's, the samurai's reaction to Odin's death. And kind of Orochi and Kaido like immediately afterwards. What I really liked was the Dynamo basically just said, you're asking a stupid question. It's like because it's like choose like it's like now choose dynamo diet
Let's see. Now
daimyo.
choose. Will you join us and make our Wano great?
Make it our Wano great, or is it war? If you already know the answer, then it's a stupid question.
Damn. Look at that man's stance there. And then they get evaporated.
Yeah, well, then they fight Kaido. Well, they don't all get evaporated. One of them survives because he's the dude from he's
Where is he?
I'm trying to think of his name. The guy Tsubasa Town. Uh, oh my gosh, it should be here.
We're doing the research. We got our facts straight. We got our One Piece facts.
It's from Ebisu Town, but I can't remember the dude's name.
Okay. Wow, one of them survived?
Yeah,
That's
he was
kind of crazy.
Dude. I'm pretty sure he was that, or he wasn't.
Oh, can we get a massive sigh of relief? Finally, Orochi is dead. God bless. I'm so glad.
Yasui, that's it. Shimotsuki Yatsui.
We know Japanese.
I'm pretty sure he was one of the Dynamo at the time.
Okay. But yeah. Not gonna lie. This is like he's been on screen been on page way longer than I'd expected him to be.
Through Orochi?
Yeah, he's just been there.
Yeah, like, especially for a guy who's not supposed to be the main bad guy of the arc.
Right? He just exists. And then my man's just comes out of nowhere and cuts his head.
Yeah, especially like with the floating lantern, like right after that says, "I wish Orochi would go away."
Yeah, it's really poetic here at the end.
Yeah, and it's so good.
And then it's setting up, and it's like, "Please save us from this hell." And then Luffy's getting ready to crush Kaido beneath the massive spirit bomb fist. So this chapter's got some really good, like, it doesn't really progress the story, but it does set up a little bit of context.
I would say it doesn't. I say it doesn't necessarily progress it. You're right.
The current
at the same
story.
time, yeah, it doesn't progress the story, but it makes Luffy's punch like have so much more weight because this is everything. Because like this is the last 20 years of Wano have been building up to this punch. Like Toki, I think her name was Toki.
Yeah.
Momosuke's mom, her dying like action was to send Momosuke to the future so he could leave, find someone to help save Wano, bring them back to Wano so they could save it. And it just so happens that that person is Luffy, and he's currently delivering a move that that was also something I liked at the beginning of it. Was when Mosuke says, "I can't do it," but then he flashes back to that memory of his mom.
He's got to get the motivation somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, like where he's like, "I can't." It's like, wait, Luffy, I can't. Then he goes, and then it says, "When you reach the future, you must rebuild the Kozuki clan." And then he just shuts up and slams his head into Onigashima.
He's like, "All right, it's time."
I was like, okay, yeah, no, you got this.
Come on, Momosuke, you can't be a crying child for the entire manga.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you have given me everything I need, Momosuke.
Back to the lanterns. It's kind of a cool symbolism where it's like, so
I'm pretty sure that. Let me look it up real quick before we go with that.
Yeah, real quick though. Luffy's new form is essentially a god, right? Nico. Or yeah, that's it, Nico. And it's kind of like the lanterns or like the prayers. This is going a little wacky, but like they're kind of sending their prayers up for Luffy. It might sound a little wacky, but I kind of see that symbolism.
So yeah, so it's okay. So it looks like here it says festival is an event held one capital to more. It's to mourn the dead. It seems like the sky ships, the lanterns, they're they send their feelings up to reach their departed ancestors.
Mm.
Which also being that they would probably see that kind of, because if I'm mistaken, like ancestors are kind of like the protectors of Wano, especially with Ryuma, Ryuma, I think the samurai that gave Luffy. I'll think of it. Shishui was their
The
god, or
new
their god of the
Haki,
blade.
right?
No, the guy who was the god of the blade.
I don't remember that. You gotta remember, Justin, I'm not a
The
Wikipedia
sword,
page of One Piece, all right?
the sword he got on Thriller Bark. That sword was part of. I think it was. Oh my gosh, let me look it up real quick.
We've broken him finally. All right, what else? Yeah, just like a context chapter is like what I like to call them. They don't really progress the story, but they kind of grow the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
kind of
Ryuma. He
Oh,
was their god of the blade in Wano.
okay.
So it was, and he's an ancestor. So I'd imagine that's probably connected to it. But like, it is kind of funny that they're sending those up to their ancestors, and while as Luffy's about to end it,
Like
with,
answer the prayers, I guess.
yeah, which would be the job of the sun god.
Exactly. All
Well,
right.
also, what's also funny is that so Luffy's represents Joy Boy, who, if I'm not mistaken, who represents who basically has fought for Joy Boy. We believe for the 800 years fought for freedom.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that that he shows up here in this fight, which is essentially a fight for freedom. What not
Well,
essentially it is.
and it
We just
makes
have
sense. It's like if
we
he's
just
the
have
reincarnation of Joy Boy, and Joy Boy was the guy making everyone free,
and Luffy's belief is Pirate King's freest person on the sea.
right?
Yeah.
But so let's go back. So we finished that chapter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I just read it like 15 minutes before the podcast
Yeah,
started.
no, it was like 6:40 or 5:45, and he literally he looked at me, he's like, I haven't read the new one. I was like, you got 15 minutes, go.
Mm,
All right, so is
so
there any specific chapter you like want to go back and look at?
okay, when Luffy first reveals Gear 5, that was kind of sick. That was pretty hype.
Uh,
I mean,
let's
it's
see.
it's Gear 5 being revealed. Of course it's going to be hype, but
Yeah.
um not necessarily a chapter, but something I really want to talk about is the new episode,
Oh yeah.
1015. Bro, all right. I
Oh,
gotta
okay. So
I gotta
the Red
move
Rock,
into
Red
gamer
Rock.
pose for this one. They it looks like a Ghibli film. Am I wrong?
Not real. Well, I haven't seen a lot of Ghibli films, but no, you're not wrong.
God, the frame rate is like better than my video games.
Well, I just like because that was I don't remember that punch being like that in the manga. Like I don't remember. I'm looking it up here, but I don't remember them having that flashback prior to the Red Rock hitting.
Yeah. No, like
I'm looking it up. I might be wrong.
no, like when Yamato and Ace are like having their conversation, and like, oh my god, they just put so much effort into how it looks. It's very beautiful. Um, like the paper they put Ace's silhouette behind the paper, and the lighting, and like they just went all out on this episode. Like they did not need to, but it looks
No, there was
so good.
absolutely no.
Um,
Okay, yeah, it does a little bit of flashbacks, but it doesn't go as nearly as. Actually,
deep.
no, it does. It does the flashbacks. Actually, yeah, no, that's pretty well set up for the flashbacks. But like, I just want to talk about the fact that like every like major flashback in here for episode where there's like a big punch or moment, it always cuts back to like connects it back to like Odin or to like the samurai stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Real
Like
quick, because we're on two
like
different levels. I'm talking anime, you're talking manga.
I'm talking both.
Okay. But
I was
like,
going back to see if they just added that flashback in for the awesomeness in the anime, but like, I am talking both. Like,
okay,
remember what was it, 982? Uh, the first one that had the super sweet animation,
oh yeah, yeah,
and like
damn.
Luffy levels that base, and then
It's just,
it
and
has
then and
that
it cuts to
one.
the whole crew like at the end of a music video.
Yeah, well, then it's like, but like my favorite part was when everyone of the on the raid just goes like blasting by. Uh,
Oh yeah, and the waves kind of just hit over the rocks, and it's almost
yeah, and
like,
it looks so beautiful. They're like, "Thank you, Luffy."
yeah, you just cut that out and put it in a museum. Like that's probably that's probably
Well,
what you
like,
do.
I just like it when he's like, "All right, everyone charge!" That just cuts to like Odin like running towards Onigashima, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
"All right, no, you got this."
like they don't animate all the episodes insanely well, but the ones that they put effort in are like insane. Like
Yeah.
in 1015, I think it starts around 6 minutes in, and there's that flashback where it's basically Yamato looking at young Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, and like the backgrounds
Oh.
and the animation in
Oh.
this is just,
Oh yeah, you're talking about like when Luffy and like Gold Roger are like standing
yeah.
out, and like
And they go, what?
basically they're silhouetting each other.
Yeah, and she's just like observing that, kind of like visualizing what Ace is describing. It's so good
Well,
looking.
like yeah, that was so good. Like my favorite part about that was because like I said, because it had because that is a scene we have seen. I think we've seen both those scenes separately. Because one of them's in the flashback. We never get to hear what Luffy says officially in that scene. But Sabo and Ace kind of look at him like, "Oh, you're kind of fun. Oh, you're an interesting guy, Luffy." But it's kind of funny because they do that at the same time. We get to see Sabo and Ace react to what Luffy says, along with Gold Roger's crew, and it's just kind of funny because it's like because all the way up to that point we've had so many people tell us, "Oh, Luffy and Roger are so much alike." But in that one moment, we get to see, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they are. From the perspective of someone who has talked with a brother of Luffy and then read the travel log of someone who was on Gold Roger's ship, which I will like never like be able to get over the fact that we actually got to be with a character on Roger's ship
Yeah,
in
no,
this series.
that was kind of
I was
crazy.
that was on the list of things I thought I would never see.
Another, I think that was another like cool scene was Odin versus Blackbeard, Gold Roger
Oh, the yeah, scene.
scene. Yeah, no,
That
that
was
was
not a scene. That was a frame. Like Odin was
boom.
like Odin. We were like Odin's tough, but he's not like as tough as Whitebeard. And then he gets one shot by Roger. What?
Just like pulls the sword back. It's like, all right, here we go. Boom! It just launches him through an island.
Yeah.
That was a crazy scene. No, the anime, like we read the manga, and the manga's pretty good, but you know, Jump knows where to put their money, and that's in the anime.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's Toei Animation, not Jump.
Or
But
Toei, yeah, but well,
I'll
it's
say,
like Dragon Ball didn't get this treatment.
I mean, Dragon Ball was well. I mean, Dragon Ball was also like way older.
Yeah, I know. It just
Well, I mean, okay, back when Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z were at their like hype, like getting an episode like what we just got was probably like 5 times more expensive than it is today.
true. Yeah, you're not wrong. But like, well, I'm talking like modern Dragon Ball. Like the only time they really stepped up the animation was Tournament of Power, which was really sad.
Oh, you're talking about Super, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well,
God, can you imagine if we got some Super episodes
I'd
animated
also
like
kind of
that?
heard that Super was one of those was one of the series that they were kind of like letting because they knew it was it's Dragon Ball, it's going to be successful anyway.
Oh,
I kind of heard that they were going to let some of the newer animators kind of work on it
that's unfortunate.
because, like I said, Dragon Ball is a franchise that like it brings in money and it's also finished telling its story 3 times. All right,
Yeah, they don't need to add anything to it.
but I like Dragon Ball. I'd be fine if nothing new ever comes out again.
I could
Uh,
see that. Yeah, I've seen the stories. I'm satisfied with where it is. I'm not sure
yeah.
what they're going to be doing after like. Okay, a little bit of Dragon Ball spoilers. Like Ultra Ego. Have you seen Vegeta's new transformation?
I haven't read the manga for Dragon Ball
Okay,
Super.
so
Like I said, I was fine after when Dragon Ball Z ended.
fair.
But
I'm gonna get in it real quick. So Goku obviously, I think this is the first time they're like splitting the transformations between Vegeta and Goku. But so Goku is learning how to use Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta uses his brain too much, so he can't really learn Ultra Instinct. It's not his fighting style. So Beerus is teaching him how to use Hakai.
yeah.
So now he can use Hakai, and he can go into this like Ultra Ego form. So when he takes damage, he becomes more powerful, and there's no limit to that.
Such a perfect form for Vegeta.
Yeah, I know. He gets hit,
Alright.
and he's like, "Okay, my power is increasing." So as long as he can take the abuse, he gets stronger and stronger. But yeah, they used the Super Saiyan 3 eyebrows, so essentially removed them entirely. It's really interesting, actually.
Well, back to One Piece.
Yeah, just a little side off. I'm gonna send you an image real quick. Gita, and then we can go ahead and think of a topic.
Well, I was gonna talk like go getting back to One Piece. I was gonna talk because you were talking about like Vegeta, uh, learning a new way to fight. I was gonna talk about like Sanji and Zoro. I was trying to figure out how to segue into that. So
Oh
here's how we're
yeah, because
segueing. We're
like
gonna talk about it's about
Zoro's
Sanji and Zoro getting better.
yeah, Zoro's finally figured out that swords have a personality, and they really want to. And
Well, yeah, well, I mean, he's always known that, but he just never. I feel like that was just one of those weird things. Um,
that's fair.
but like Zoro and Sanji have got like so much power up since like Dressrosa.
Zoro.
Because I mean, Zoro freaking split up. Like in Dressrosa, we were like, "Oh, Zoro split a mountain. That's awesome." It's like, yeah, but it took like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Uh, and then it was, and then now it's like Zoro. And now it's like, okay, yeah, split up mountains. Like Zoro just had to fight a guy who was invincible. With
and managed.
Zoro literally had to do a video game fight.
Just keep on swinging.
I mean, like he had to literally he could only hurt the guy like for basically set frames.
Bro, he had to get the perfect timing. That's just how it works. That's kind of funny. I'm trying to remember. See, I wish I saw more of Zoro fighting. That is one. I mean, I understand because if he fought all the time, the battles would probably be over too quickly. Like they have to wait to give him a challenge. But I don't know. I don't see him like swing as much as Luffy. Is that just me, or is it like?
Do what?
I don't see Zoro fighting as much as I'd like to.
I haven't seen much of him fighting recently.
It's like it's either Sanji kicking because someone insulted him or is being rude, or it's Luffy. I don't feel like I see Zoro swing, but when he swings, it's gonna do some damage.
Well, like Zoro has been in a lot of fights. Like he's basically starting to get into more like I guess duels, like proper duels, where it's like it's not about how many hits you land; it's about landing one deadly hit.
Yeah.
And which like works really well for Zoro because he's a super serious kind of guy who's like, he trains all the time. Like it's nice that one hit.
Doesn't want to waste the energy on the small fry. So you just see the same move over and over.
But yeah, like I said, when he swings, it's one.
What's his iconic one? Like 360-degree cannon, or what was it?
His Phoenix.
I think where he has
Uh,
like the three swords and he rotates.
uh, Dude.
It's like
Okay, so
I saw it a lot in
okay.
like the first seasons, and I haven't seen it
He has
until.
Dragon Twister.
Hold up, actually, it's probably in the last chapter. Let me see if I can't find it. I saw Dragon Twister, but
Dragon Twister, and then there's 10,080 caliber Phoenix.
that's it. I want to say it's Phoenix. I haven't seen Phoenix in such a long time. It feels
Well,
like
he used it in the fight with Pika, and then he hasn't done much since then. I mean, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The man's has. I haven't seen the man's in a minute. I'm glad I get to, but like I'd like to see more
well, I mean,
Zoro fight.
well, I mean, I would like to say well, I mean, that was kind of the early part of Wano.
Fair.
I mean, early in Wano was basically Luffy and Zoro just literally sticking as many wrenches in Law's plan as they could physically fit.
You're not wrong.
It's like all right. The whole plan is we have to make sure Kaido does not know we're here. Build up a force. Attack Kaido on the night of the festival when
Right?
he doesn't
Easy.
even expect it.
Perfectly reasonable.
Perfectly followable plan. It makes sense. Zoro, the second Luffy gets on the island, they overthrow the government of a small town. They cause nothing but mayhem and havoc. Zoro gets lost and loses one of his swords. And Luffy goes to freaking prison for fighting Kaido. Like I don't think they could have gotten a bigger wrench into the Wano plan if they could. I think it's the entire reason why the plan for the raid was just all right. Luffy's gonna Luffy, so we're just gonna rely on that. And it was a successful plan, other than the one small detail: Kaido can take everything they could throw. Like seriously, if Kaido wasn't as tough, like if Kaido wasn't as tough as he is, I feel like this raid would have been overly successful.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me if this link works. Yeah, there it is. This is essentially what happened.
Yes, I'm going to ignore Law's whole plan and punch Doflamingo in the face. Yes, that is what essentially has happened.
Right. For let's see. I'm gonna add the image to stream for those listening on the podcast side.
It's just Luffy giving for those listening, it's Luffy giving a presentation, and it just on the projector screen it just says why I'm going to ignore Law's plan and punch Doflamingo in the face. And then it just has Law with his head on on a desk, just like
holding it. It's just like, why?
well, I mean, have you seen? I mean, it's based off the Rick and Morty meme,
yeah,
where it's like, oh, in out 20-minute adventure, and then it cuts. It just has Law on Rick's face and Luffy was on Morty's face, and then it cuts back, and it's just all their faces after everything's gone to crap. And they're just like, and it's like it's like, yeah, well, that was not a quick plan at all. That was not a quick adventure at all.
It worked out though. It worked out. Gum jump rope. I'm looking up. I just saw that attack and I forgot that exists.
Oh my. Well,
Gear 5 is amazing.
All of his attacks in Gear 5 were just hit. Luffy was like, okay, we've thrown all the serious kitchen utensils at him. Now let's throw the goofy stuff.
Right? Just like randomizer. Let's see, what kind of randomizer can I get? And then it's just, jump rope. That works.
You still don't have that on stream.
I'm working on it. I had to find the original image.
But
I'm sorry, stream. I'm working on it.
Well, there's 3 people in stream, so
I feel that.
And I'm one of them.
So what you're saying is there's more than one person.
But then and you have
oh god. Well, there it is.
Yeah, woohoo. And then of course, one of the things I do like about what's going on in One Piece and Wano in general is Luffy is Nami's been kind of a coward, especially when it comes to facing Yonkos.
Yeah.
Like since Whole Cake Islands, like for a long time.
Oh God, what am I doing with stream?
But when Luffy's like, when Luffy's like dead, or she's told Luffy's dead, she's the only one that's like, no, nah.
Yeah, I know, that
Like,
was kind of crazy.
She literally gets Kaido's attention by saying Luffy's not dead, Kaido's lying, and Kaido's like, okay, you know what? At least one of you has some moxie, and he's about to just.
It was Nami, which is the crazy thing.
Yeah, it's like of all the people in that room, like Nami would be the last person I expect to do that.
All right, I think it's back.
But I mean, like I said, and then you have, like I said, if all I'm going to say is if Luffy's fist fails, because I don't think Luffy's got anything left in him.
I know, like this has got to be the end. There's no way to stretch it farther than this.
It's either that or Marco or Sanji's got to lead Marco, Jinbei, Yamato, and Frankie, and maybe Brook in a final, like in a last ditch effort against Kaido.
The final gambit. Oh man, just imagine if he does that. He's like, all right, Luffy did 90% of the damage. You guys need to handle the last 10.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, because Sanji's still up, Marco's still up, Jinbei, and the only thing is, I kind of wish it was a samurai that took him down.
That would be kind of poetic. But who's still up in the samurai section?
The only person I think that could at this point take him down and it would still be like fitting would be Momosuke.
Momosuke, or somehow to be physically
I would say
impossible.
Kinemon, but Kinemon's seriously injured.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would. Someone would have to do like instant heal just to get Kinemon, but Kinemon I think would probably be the second most poetic.
Chopper just needs to roll some nets from 20s on those heals. All right.
Let's see. Chopper gets a D6 instead of a D4 when it comes to heal rolls, so he actually can get a little higher than most anyone else. We've been getting into D&D, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, we're trying to get a D&D group together. It's so far we haven't gotten anything together, but we've created my character and he's DMing. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, Momosuke is the only one I could think of that if Luffy can't finish it, he's got to finish it.
Yeah, it'd be sucky if like Luffy passed out and then they had to rely on the rest of the crew. That wouldn't feel right.
Well, it would be kind of cool, like maybe like have Sanji get up there and help him or something.
I don't know. It's nice. Kind of like the bad guy duel. So what was his name? Mochi Man.
Katakuri, where
Katakuri.
Luffy didn't officially win that fight. Katakuri just kind of said, "All right, you win," because I don't want to fight you anymore.
But like the Katakuri, it was just him and Luffy, and it was like the two guys going at it full on. I think it would be a little disappointing if they're like, all right, let's add a Straw Hat like halfway through this battle, or I guess 90% of this battle. Let's just add like Sanji out of nowhere.
Well, I'm only saying add Sanji if Momosuke has to finish it alone. Because Momosuke may have aged up as an adult, but I don't think he's strong enough to fight Kaido. Like, because he doesn't have the training and experience to go along with his body.
Yeah.
But I think that if he were to have to fight Kaido with Sanji's help, then maybe I would be able to handle that victory better than just Momosuke.
I guess.
Like, I would rather Luffy finish this alone.
Yeah, like that's optimal. I'm just
saying if Luffy, because like I said, it's either this fist ends it or Luffy's done. I don't see Luffy continuing after this fist hits.
I don't know. He is Cartoon Man.
I don't know. I mean, this like I said, just how long it's taking for this fist to hit. It's getting to me.
It's been 2 chapters.
I will say, cutting back to something we talked about like just before we started streaming. I was kind of mad, but I'm segueing into that to add that into the
Okay.
conversation. Something I kind of liked. I don't know if they've added it before Wano, but I know if I've noticed it more in Wano is when Luffy throws his punches, like you can always see like when he goes through, he pulls his body with it, but you can kind of see like it kind of like stops and like he's struggling to pull his fist forward, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden it continues forward and it launches forward. It just to me it just gives those punches so much more force.
I can see that. I'm just
Especially
waiting.
when it's like a long drug out one like a King Kong gun or something.
Yeah. Oh no,
Or
it's
a
listen,
rain
we're
gun or
shonen readers. We have patience, but not that much patience. All right, we've
I,
we've gone through 1,000 chapters. Give us this once, Oda, please.
like here's the thing. If we're going to get Kaido's thing next, I think it should be Kaido realizing that he's losing the like that basically the key blast, the key struggle. Essentially is what it is.
Yeah, like them like holding it against each other, and then Kaido kind of goes wide-eyed. Wait, what if that's the next chapter? The last page is Kaido going wide-eyed, realizing that he's so like the punch lands, but the whole chapter
Well,
is
no,
going to be the punch just clashing with Kaido.
but I say like the punch hits like you have a few things you cut to Momo trying to move because he hasn't officially moved it yet.
Yeah, it's still
He's trying, and he now has like, okay, I've got to do this. Like because before it was, oh, I can't do this, but now it's
the motivation
I
is
have
here.
to do this. I
Yeah.
have to do this because I mean, when Luffy said it in the last chapter, like his thing was, I can't move this. Like he's been saying that this entire time. Is that all he can is like he's doing everything he can. He can't move it. He can't create fire clouds. He can't do this. He can't do that. But like I can't is no longer an an excuse that we can accept from Momo because now it's either he moves it
Or
or
everyone.
everyone dies.
Yeah. The man's is
Everyone on
actually
that
doing
raid dies,
something. Thank
and so
God.
he's like, okay, yeah, no, I've got to move this. He's like, I've got to move this. My father would move if my father was here. He'd be able to move it. I've got to
Somehow,
do this.
somehow this god of a
Okay.
man would move it. Like, let's be honest, Oda has no devil fruit. He's a normal dude. Well, and he's anything but normal, but like in the One Piece sense. All he's
Odin is one piece of Chad.
Is that you're not wrong. It's like you got the Chad meme. You got who's the pink haired kid?
The what? The
The pink haired kid.
Kobe.
Kobe. So you like Virgin is Kobe, and then you got Oda Chad.
Hold up there.
What?
Virgin is Kobe episode 1.
Okay, and then
Because
Chad
the
is
dude gets a
Kobe.
major glow up.
Yeah, no,
And
that
then Chad
man's
is Odin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're talking about a character that if I'm not mistaken, he's like the same age, or if not like slightly younger than
Luffy?
yeah, he's not that far off.
Yeah,
Luffy's
he's just
age.
like he's short dude, and then you see him after time skip, and he's like, I look like Ace because that's
Yeah.
the only body type that my
He's-
age group
he's-
fits in.
Kobe was 16 the first episode, and he's 18 after the time skip.
Damn, 2 years, and that man's grew like 5 feet.
Yeah. Well, no, he's only 5'6", but
Okay, fair, but still, that's pretty funny. Damn. Okay, so what else? I'm trying to remember what else happened in like
yeah, let's
those,
see.
those
Luffy
a lot of
is
chapters. Oh yeah, let's talk about.
Luffy's 17 before the time skip.
Okay, let's talk about Sanji destroying his suit because this kind of bugged me. Like I was like, that there might be like this subplot where like the suit slowly makes him lose his humanity.
Oh, so he did destroy your suit. Like
Yeah, he steps on it and it blows up.
Okay. Well, I mean, he doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, but
But
like,
I will admit, I was kind of hoping. I kind of forgot he did that, but I was kind of hoping for a. Because I mean, like, I don't want like I think I said it last time. There's not enough room in Wano for that fight. But I think it would be kind of cool maybe later at a time when we don't have a chapter that is so cram packed full of everything that is just Sanji versus Zoro in a fight to like in an actual like no hold barred fight.
A genuine fight.
Yeah, but then I also got thinking like, if Luffy were to be able to like focus on that, like it would be Luffy versus Zoro versus Sanji versus
It would be a
versus,
four-way
like,
fight.
it'd be a three-way fight, but like I'm just saying, it'd be all three of them fighting each other because Luffy would be fighting Zoro for trying to kill Sanji. Sanji would be trying to kill Luffy. Zoro would be trying to kill Sanji. He'd be trying to kill Sanji, trying to survive Luffy, and it would just be a cluster. But then but also like I said, but also we're so far into One Piece. Do we really need that?
Yeah,
I mean,
we've already passed that point. We've already had the fight.
I must say, had we still been in the first half of the Grand Line, or like just getting into the New World for that, yes, I'd agree that's kind of mad that we're kind of mad we're not going to get that. But we are so far into this, we don't need that.
That yeah. At this
But
point, can we just Oda? Can we just like get
like
get to One
at this
Piece,
point, like
please?
here's the thing, at this point, if it does not actively get us closer to the end of One Piece,
Yeah.
do
Like,
we really need it?
is that something
Like,
we need in our lives at the moment?
because I mean, like pretty much everything that's happened after like Dressrosa has pretty much just been like getting us closer to the One Piece. Because
like,
because after Dressrosa we went to Zao, and that's where we found out about the road poneglyphs. We uh got our first road poneglyph. We got the first coordinates from the road poneglyph. Then we went to Whole Cake Island, which the whole point of that was to get Sanji, and if there was time, which there was, we get another road poneglyph. Plus because Brooke is an OG and is just awesome, he went and got all the poneglyphs in her room, and then fought a Yonko.
yeah.
And then we get to Wano, and the whole point of Wano is the winner of this fight will be the closest person to One Piece, which is the scene I can't wait to see on the anime next week.
Right.
Because they ended last night. By God, like it's kind of sad for Wano that their heroes are idiots.
Don't do him like that, man. Don't do him like that.
Did you watch last night's episode? Because I forgot they did this, but like, did you watch last night's episode?
No, I did not. I don't.
Law Kid and Luffy get into a game of chicken with one of Big Mom's attacks.
Yeah.
Just because.
They felt like it. All right.
They get into an argument with each other about the fact that one of them's like, because Luffy told Law to move the samurai, and Law did it, but Law was going to do it before Luffy told him. He wanted to tell Luffy that he wasn't, that they were equals in this alliance, and that there was no one better. Yada 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 yada. But then he tells, but then Kid laughs at him and says, you're just a loser, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And then Big Mom throws an attack at him, and Luffy says, all right, the first person to move to dodge her attack is a loser. And all three of them stood there and took it. They're idiots.
Hey, no, that's a pro gamer move right there. I don't know what you're talking about. They're just said, "All right, bet." All right, bet.
They're fighting essentially. They're literally fighting what is essentially the gods of the pirating world, and they just said, "No, you know what? We're gonna give you guys a free hit because we hate each other."
They just out of spite, they just gave the middle finger to the gods of the pirate realm. Like, come on, man. Come on.
I don't know if they did that in the manga, but like I'd believe it if they did.
Well, that's just the character that's set up. It's them. It's so funny. The biggest. Okay. So that's what happened.
Oh, yeah. They did it. They did do it in the manga.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. Which means they're officially, yeah, they are idiots. All three of them. It's been so long since I read this chapter because I read I was caught up in reading chapters weekly when this came out.
Yeah.
But
that's
oh
so
my
funny.
god.
Oh my
They
god.
are like Wano's heroes are literally the dumbest people I think ever. Oh my gosh, they're idiots.
No, listen, we don't call them idiots. That's rude, Justin.
Fine,
Ragnar.
IQ impaired.
IQ impaired. I haven't heard that one before.
Like what was that? Like let's give a Yonko a free hit.
Listen.
It's like what?
Wait, that confused face occurs. That just comes out of nowhere.
What makes it worse is that Law and Kid literally look at Luffy and go, "That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard." And Luffy goes, "Fine, I guess you guys are losers." And they both stand there and take it.
They're like, just to spite. God bless. It's so funny.
Everyone's like, "Well, they weren't phased." I'm like, "Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't phased because they couldn't be phased because it was a joke. It was a joke. If they took serious damage from that, it would have been really insulting to Kaido if we ended up here where we are at now." But although I never. Although, can we talk about like Law and his 500 final moves?
Yeah, didn't he like? He's like, "This is my final move." He stabs Big Mom.
He said that like a ton of times. Like this is because I thought I was just reading it wrong or something.
Yeah.
But like he says, "Oh, this is my final move," like quite a few times, and I'm just like, okay, like,
is this really your final move?
You're talking to your ally, all right, against a Yonko. All right, you just don't keep your cards close to your chest. It's kind of be like, okay, here's all the trump cards I got. We got to play this right. Although I'm still I still need to go back and look at what his awakening is because every time I think of it, I'm like, what was it? Because was it his?
Wait, Law's?
Yeah, we see Law's awakening because that's how they beat her. They both use their awakenings against her.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that.
But I forgot what his awakening was.
I remember feeling like when Big Mom was being like when Law was fighting Big Mom, it felt like he was just like almost, "Why won't you die?" Just like stabbing over and over for like 3 final hits till she finally just breaks through the island. The one move where he like launches his sword to the ocean floor was pretty sick. Yeah, I gotta say, that was amazing. That was kind of cool. Like he goes through Big Mom and he's just like, "No, I need more." He keeps like going, extending the sword, and it reaches.
Okay, so his awakening just allows him to create different rooms. Okay, that's what it was.
Ah. Wait, what was his fruit again?
The op fruit, or I think that's what it was.
Operation?
Yeah.
Okay.
The op no me.
That seems very vague.
Well, it's yeah, well it's basically, yeah, it means operation. It's a Dr. Devil fruit.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It feels vague because like the whole teleporting, switching things inside the room.
Well,
how's that relate to being in an operation?
He's removing the bad stuff. Essential. I mean, like it doesn't have to make sense.
It doesn't have to make sense, guys. Don't listen. If you're trying to make sense of
anything in One Piece makes sense.
Okay, fair enough. You're
Otis
right.
just says, "Hey, look, Otis just says it makes sense in One Piece, guys. Trust me, it makes sense in the One Piece world." It's like, okay,
Listen, it's not reality, guys. Don't worry about it.
like, but but like I said, then I'll do like Kids Awakening that he can just make things like assign things like magnetic poles.
Yeah, like he hit Big
That
Mom
was
and then
I thought
Rock.
that was cool. Like I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
all
really
right.
creative. That was
I was like,
neat.
all right, kid, your power is
Respect.
awesome, and
Respect.
it's better. And then see,
I'm gonna share a meme with chat.
oh boy, I'm going to see it,
All right. So this,
and then we'll describe it for our listeners.
yeah, you have to have seen at least time skip One Piece and the Phantom Train or was the Demon Train of
Mugen Train.
yeah, the Yugen Train of Demon Slayer.
Oh, this isn't the one I sent you.
No, this is high five, bro.
Oh, dude, did I send that to you? I'm the one that sent that to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
there it
Yeah, I
is.
did send that to you.
So for
Yeah,
those listening,
let's see.
it is
It's
I don't remember
it's a
the Hashira, or not the Hashira, the demon. What's his name?
well, I can get us through this.
All right.
All right. So basically, it's a Akainu punching a hole through Ace's chest, like as he does in One Piece, and then it's Akaza punching a hole through Rengoku, and they're high fiving in between them. It is very, very painful emotionally for anyone who has seen either of those anime. And if you've seen both of them, it's doubly emotional.
But it's funny.
It is also funny.
Just the expressions on Ace and Goku, Son Goku is hilarious.
It's Rengoku.
Rengoku, Son Goku. Listen, Goku is Goku. He just didn't know how to use his ki. That's the only reason he did. That's the only reason he died. Let's be honest. Oh God.
What?
I increased the image
Oh,
size.
God.
Yeah, so now
Yeah.
it's large.
Oh my gosh.
I'll figure out
Alright.
a better way for this in the future. Don't worry, guys. But yeah, I thought that meme was pretty funny. Anyways, that was a little bit of a sidetrack,
Yeah, it was.
but it was
But I
funny,
mean, it fit with One Piece and Demon Slayer. It's pretty cool. It's a fun anime.
right? We haven't talked much about it.
About Demon Slayer, have you read the manga?
I haven't read the manga, but I've
Well, so
caught up with the anime.
There's not a whole lot of Demon Slayer to talk about then. It's pretty good, but there's not a lot left for them to animate. I hope I hope for the quality of the anime's sake that they go ahead and just finish it up in season 3.
And then wait for the for more chapters, or
No, just finish up what the manga's got up. Like the manga's finished.
oh, okay, damn, that was quick.
Yeah, the manga's finished. It finishes quite beautifully. Like it finishes with a parallel. I think it's a parallel. I personally feel like it's a parallel of Rengoku's fight with Akaza.
Okay, I'll have to read that, but first I have to catch up with Black Clover.
Yeah. But
All right,
and
one more
then-
topic before we close for today.
One Piece One Piece topic or like
Yeah, we can do
manga
One
and-
Piece.
I'll say
It's been a
Let's
One
go-
Piece, so it's been a One Piece podcast.
well,
Might
it's
as well
because
continue.
there's nothing out.
That's true.
Although I just want to kind of talk about, because a lot of people have said, because I've seen a lot of complaints online about Luffy being the chosen one.
What?
So I was
All right, hold
And
on.
I'm just
Before we
gonna-
get into this, they know it's a shonen manga, right?
oh yeah, I hope they do, because if not, we're 1,000 chapters into this for no reason.
right?
Of course, we also have a little bit more time, but just for the record, if you go back to after they leave Kobe behind and it's just Luffy and Zoro, the only reason they get to Nami is because Luffy and Zoro were hungry. They saw a giant bird, and they saw a bird flying, and Luffy said, "I bet you that's tasty." And the bird grabbed Luffy and swam away with him. There is no reason they should ever meet Nami. Absolutely no reason. But that bird decided, hey, I want to fly in the general direction of the one navigator who is good enough and insane enough to actually travel with you two.
Yeah, like you said, if you think Luffy isn't the chosen one, then again, you've been reading the wrong manga, man.
I said go back and rewatch it, because like I'm not saying like Luffy specifically the chosen one, but like Luffy gets
a lot of stuff has happened.
I'm saying there's a lot of stuff that's happened that is just straight up Luffy getting it's just straight up like Luffy just getting lucky at certain parts. Like he should have died in freaking Alabasta. He should have died like 3 times.
Oh yeah, didn't he get like skewered by?
Oh yeah, no, he got skewered. He got dehydrated. He should have bled out probably.
Crocodile, that's it. Damn, took me a minute.
Yeah, crocodile. He somehow was durable enough to take on Lucy after like so much crap.
Yeah. No, actually, so which one's the most brutal fight? Crocodile's pretty bad.
I mean, Crocodile's definitely the more brutal. I'm just talking about like Lucci did a whole lot of just overall damage.
Yeah.
And after Luffy had already like fought like another person, and just the struggle to get there, just to get to that fight. But Crocodile was definitely the most brutal, because like I mean he literally was putting holes in Luffy and like
He's
literally.
Like, oh, why can't my powers work? Because I soaked myself in my own blood.
Like Lucci was essentially playing with his food until it got to the point where it was too late for him to take it seriously. Whereas Crocodile was just leaving, like Crocodile just wasn't finishing the fights. Like if Crocodile had actually stayed for 5 seconds to make sure Luffy was dead, credits roll in Alabasta.
Right? No, he had Friday Night Villain syndrome. He just left just 1 minute too early.
Well, I mean, he did bury Luffy once and then left, but
that's fair. Yeah, you'd think someone would die.
He probably didn't count for the fact that his trusted subordinate would betray him.
Yeah, there's like, if he's not the chosen one, who is? Tell me this. Luffy is the most chosen of chosen people in all of Chosen, right? And I'm sure that's a place too.
No, they're Tanjiro's more chosen, but
okay.
Tanjiro's literally just his family just so happened to be passing down a dance that was actually the strongest breathing power in the generations.
How chosen is Asta?
Yes.
Yes.
Like I don't know. Like he gets Asta gets a lot of plot armor, just in general, but like I don't really think
he also works for his power though, a lot more than I think other shonen.
Yeah. But like I said, people I've seen a lot of people like the manga, like when after he became fat, he's Joy Boy and he's the sun god Nika, everyone's like, oh, he's the chosen one. It's like nada, he's the main character of a shonen.
No, it's like
literally Luffy makes a decision and it turns out to be the right decision.
What? He's the chosen one.
I'm talking about like every time Luffy makes a decision, like a decision in One Piece, it always takes them to the place that they need to go to get something.
Maybe he should be the navigator.
No. Now he still has to get them there.
Alrighty.
I mean, we're literally talking about a guy. What Luffy literally decided. You know what? Because most pirates would have been like, oh, one of our crew members got taken to Eni's lobby.
Yeah. Well, sucks to be them right now.
Sucks to be them, but we can't go get them. And Luffy said, nah, we going for them.
Like, we're going to declare war while we're there, too. On the entire world.
We're going to declare war. We're going to do some stuff. And
Alrighty, with that as an ending, we've reached our hour mark. So, for all those who stopped by, thanks for watching the stream here at Faceman VR /TV, or what is it? /Twitch /TV Faceman VR. Is that how that works?
yeah. And
links will be in the description.
Yeah. And
of course, Ragnar on YouTube.
Yeah, I upload stuff sometimes.
Sometimes. But
I mostly just run the podcast stuff.
For sure. Thanks for everyone stopping by. It's been a blast.
Thanks for stopping by. We talked a lot about One Piece. Had a lot of fun.
I think we might make this a bi-weekly instead of once a month.
Yeah, that was something we kind of decided on. Yeah. Hopefully we work some stuff out. But yeah.
For sure. Well, sorry, I was responding to someone on Discord. We'll definitely see you guys in the next 2 weeks. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sound confident there.